Welcome back to Grandma Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered, and this is the first 10 and Rapture. Oh, and we have the Rapture later, so tune into that as well.
I'm Jay Skyline. I don't know if he's going to introduce himself to you.
And James over here.
And, it's the first 10. I got a lot of stuff today, so I'm going to rattle some things off. James has the right to cut me off whenever he thinks something's wild. Man sues CVS for telling his wife he had Viagra prescription. Cool with that?
Wait, what?
Man sues CVS for telling his wife that he has a Viagra prescription.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's a medical, it's a liability right there. That's none of her business.
I think this is still holding up.
He's a right for privacy.
Okay. 15-year-old PA girl learning how to drive kills 2 people in a parking lot.
I saw that. Yeah, that's wild.
This is why y'all need to wait till 16, because I'm sorry. There's no
permit. I thought it was, not in this state.
No.
There's not that, you get that, 15 and a half.
So actually, in my eyes, the parent needs to go to jail. You let that child get in that car, you definitely with her.
Yeah.
XX Tentacion's accuser speaks about on record about his abuse. I'm not going to get into detail about it. I'm just saying that I read about it, and that's just disturbing. And he he seems like he needs to go to a medical institute. He needs to go see James in the overnight.
Okay.
Read the story, bro. I'm telling you, this nigga's if bipolar had degrees like fire, this nigga seems to be 3rd degree bipolar.
Degree. Okay. I'll have to look into that.
What about y'all? How y'all feel about y'all favorite international house of breakfast? Yeah, it doesn't sound right. Well, that's what IHOP is about to do. IHOP is flipping the P upside down into a B.
Forever?
Whoa, hold up.
That's butt.
Nope. I ain't going there. No. What?
IHOP.
No.
Apparently, they're doing it to better associate for the broad scope of breakfast instead of just pancakes. Basically, what Dunkin' Donuts is doing with getting rid of the donuts part. But we were calling Dunkin' Donuts Dunkin'. It was already something we was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gage became Gage and we stopped saying Gabriel's. We did not start saying ow.
Yeah.
So I understand that some people were changing their names to shorten it or make it a little easier to say. Like I said, I salute Dunkin' Donuts a few months ago for doing that because it makes sense.
See, if you're doing that, that means you lost faith in your own ability of cooking pancakes. Then
they needed to actually take that. Well, yeah, for pancakes. The only time I go there is when there's something special. I went and got those Hawaiian French toast, when they had the Hawaiian rolls, which I forgot how small Hawaiian roll is. After that, Kareem Hunt allegedly punches a man in the face at an Ohio resort. That's still allegedly, so I'm not going to say he's going to be suspended yet, but probably. Also, Don't forget tonight. I don't know what time it is specific because I figured out that rappers drop their music at Pacific time and not at Eastern time. It's one of the few things I know is done that way. I guess it's to make sure that people on the West Coast aren't getting shit at 8 o'clock. But Kids See Ghosts, the Kanye Kid Cudi album by the group name Kids See Ghosts, will be dropping tonight at midnight over on the Pacific Coast. If you stay up until about 3 in the morning, you'll get it here.
Okay. Tonight?
Yeah, today's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, music drops on Fridays now, not Tuesday like some people's lifetime.
Okay.
That's payback for what was said off camera. Joel Santana says Lil Wayne collabo project I Can't Feel My Face is done. I'm pretty sure it's all been done for 15 years, so that's not really U.S. Steel will restart the second idled furnace to bring back 300 workers to meet higher demand because of Trump's tariffs. So no matter how I feel about Trump, he did what he told niggas he was going to do. We're going to bring back the jobs that niggas didn't really want.
No, steel.
Yeah, steel. I mean, no, steel's just because steel's a level above coal, but I still am not that. To me, doing that is it McDonald's or the mill?
What?
I'm not I don't want to go into the fucking mill is what I'm saying. I feel people. I don't understand why people's affiliation with going back to the mill. I'm not trying to be one of them niggas that get trapped in a fucking mine.
The job was you got a job really pretty much set or good.
Yeah, with asbestos and mesothelioma.
Yeah, you sacrificed you, but the family was straight. You gave your wife and you got a house and all that. Yeah, you may not be able to pass 37. This is the man in the house. Give what you're supposed to do.
Severed rattlesnake head bites Texas man. it doesn't sound bad, but it's just like the worst thing that can happen apparently. When you cut the snake's head off, the snake knows it's going to die. So when it latched onto him, it released all the venom. Most snakes only release a certain amount of venom.
Mm-hmm.
And in most cases, if it's a certain type of poison, it won't kill you. It released all the venom it had on this nigga. This nigga went to jail and they had to, from what I read, they had to shoot him up with the anti-venom 24 times.
But why'd he go to jail?
Oh, not jail, my bad, hospital.
I was going to be like, why'd he go to jail? Hold up. You're going to die. You're going to jail.
Yeah, they said they had to shoot him up with anti-venom 26 times.
26.
Just to get them to normal. Think about how much venom they had. Like, usually anti-venom is like 1 or 2 shots and you cool. It's like what's the thing people do for bees?
EpiPen.
It's like an EpiPen for like, if you get it quick enough, 1 or 2 should be cool enough. 26 is, well, this was what we had to do. We really thought you were wrong. Janet Hubbard, if you don't know who Janet Hubbard is, and y'all two should know who Janet Hubbard is, since y'all think she's the best favorite mom of all time. Janet Hubbard is the person that played black or dark-skinned Vid on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She lost her goddamn mind again. Apparently her son had attempted suicide a couple days ago, and she went on Twitter and like lashed out and said everything was Will Smith's fault, and Will Smith is the reason her son tried to commit suicide.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
But y'all keep on riding with her. Y'all keep on riding with her until the end, the bitter end.
I don't know. What did she say? Will do?
Yeah, what did Will do?
Nothing. She didn't say anything. She just went on a mini Twitter rant about was Will. This is a funny one to me. Buffalo radio producer said he would quit if Bills picked Josh Allen. My bad. I mixed up 2 quarterbacks. So he did. He resigned a couple days ago because they did draft Josh Allen, and now it's kind of a catch-22. He quit his on-air jobs. Now he's just going into the corporate part of the radio station, so he won't be on air.
Yeah,
but he still works there. He's still gonna check. He ain't just go home and say, "Well, I guess it's time to retire." Hey man, there's a big difference to me. He made it sound like he was about to. I quit, y'all. I'm gonna get my boxes and I'm out. Mexico soccer team hired 30 prostitutes for Wild World Cup send-off party. I don't know how many people are on a soccer team, but I can estimate other sports. So baseball at the most is usually about 25. I think it's about. I would say you need twice as much for the rotation. So 18 would be that, and about 5 or 6 pictures on tech. And there's probably more in the minor leagues, but I'm thinking. Basketball's 12. I think the most you get on the roster is 12 in basketball. NFL is a 52-man roster, so that's different. 30 prostitutes wouldn't be able to handle the NFL team. I'm promising that. And I don't know about hockey. You know how many people are in hockey?
I don't know.
So I don't think there's 30 people on soccer teams. I just had this feeling that there's probably I'd say 20 to 24. So you got more prostitutes than you had players, unless the coaches was in on this.
I mean, definitely the coaches are so in on this. Assistant coach,
maybe assistant coach. I don't know about the head coach.
Water boy.
Or actually, in soccer they call him the manager, but I don't think the manager was in this.
Manager was in this. Oh, absolutely.
And they spent the night, bro. I hope y'all got a lot of penicillin. All I can say about that, penicillin, the lead sponsor of the Mexican soccer team. Apparently, President Trump does not know who burned down the White House in 1812, even though it's like in the war. James, you know who fought in the War of 1812?
England and I guess us.
Do you know what country was not around in 1812?
Technically Canada, but it was Canada, like people from Canada, technically.
I think it was the colonists in Canada. Like Canada was still a colony of England.
I'm just saying, like, there's definitely somebody that was there.
It wasn't Canada.
Great grand family member.
Really, Nick?
I'm just saying. You can kind of it kind of is like, I'm not gonna head and defend him. I'm just saying, like, what? No.
No, I'm not with you on that. No, man, because you're the president.
I'm not saying. I'm not
in this house. You don't know who burned down your house one time?
You don't know anything about the old tenants.
This might be the one job where you might want. I was about to give y'all a list of the albums that dropped this month, but that turned into like 100 albums. So I'm just letting you know that this is hip hop's month. June has a plethora of hip hop.
Name off all the names.
I'm not naming up, not the one that I just got off this Genius page. Go to the Genius page.
Just say quick. Drake, Nas, J Rock.
If you click on it, it's way worse.
It's worse.
Yes. Now he's right. Go ahead and say the names that are all right. Drake, Nas, J-Rock, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, and we're going for an extra 5. I thought this was going to go faster. But this is the top 10, y'all. We're going to get 5 more minutes to get off the last of the information that I got. First 10.
First 10.
This is the first 10, y'all. But we got a little extra 5 minutes. Yeah, a little extra. Just because we didn't do it yesterday, and I still got information that wasn't sent out yesterday. First thing, I wasn't leaving the day without telling y'all. Lil Wayne scores huge settlement with Birdman and Cash Money. I don't know why they put Birdman in the statement, though. Birdman ain't paying nothing. Universal, Motown, footed $10 million to Wayne. That's only... So he's still missing 41 mil because he asked for 51 mil in the settlement to Birdman. But they're saying that he's calling it cool for the 10, and him, Drake, and Nicki get to leave Cash Money and drop their next albums all on Universal. I have no clue what their contract situations are after dropping their next albums on Universal, but apparently we're getting a Carter 5. And the Scorpion joint for Drake might drop on there too.
Well, it's been about 10. I don't know. It's been probably all of this music probably like old.
I know, because it's at least it's post jail, so it's only about 4 years old.
Okay.
If it's that old. And remember, he dropped like 4 mixtapes, so some of that material got lost to mixtapes.
Okay.
Every track on Kendrick Lamar's Damn is now RIAA certified gold, or at least, including Blood. Did y'all listen to the album?
Yeah.
Blood's an interlude.
So, I mean, at that point, like you're already listening to it. Like you're already listening to the whole album. Like
y'all just nodded like it was like, yeah, that was a dope ass track. I'm like, it wasn't even a song. I do have one update. We got the pre-Deutsch Town showcase coming up, and we got friends of the show, BB Guns, performing, and our own personal DJ Canty Casa, will be on the boards on June 9th from 5 to 10. That's both BB Guns and Canty Casa on June 9th. There's other people on June 2nd if you want to go see them too, but I don't know any of them. Says June 2nd and June 9th. Yeah. It's one Saturday and the next Saturday. So, yeah. So, like I said, shout out to them. Geeked about KK should have told somebody. I would have requested off of work. Well, I would have definitely requested off of work for that. So, I'm going to put that on blast. Shout out to the Marvel super fan who has seen Avengers Infinity War 43 times. I did the math that the movie's either been out 33 or 34 days, but it's not been out 43 days. So he's seen it multiple times in one day. He's seen it every day in a week. Every day in a week, I'm assuming he's gone and seen this movie. Every week.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna have to stop, catch this movie real quick.
Yeah, that would be catch-22 because you could have done that when you were working.
Yes and no. I could do it like it's like you're allowed to do it on your days off, and then you weren't allowed to do it on weekends. But
I feel like that rule wasn't followed.
Let's just say like some people didn't follow it. I followed it.
Whatever you say, James.
I called in and be like, oh, can I see this movie? And they'll be like, yeah. It's a weekday. It's my day off.
A man and woman steal TV from pawn shop, then pawn it back in the same shop. This story is like one of the funniest things I've ever heard. We'll find that out for you, sir. But damn, that's the wheel now, Florida, Ohio. We're just gonna spin the wheel. So real quick, New Orleans. So get that in there. But the story is because they saw it on video, they did not notice this until after they left. I'm assuming. The man went up to the TV, took the TV off the wall, took the tag off, walked to the counter, and got $185 because he repawned it. All he did was take the tag off that bitch, walk up to the counter, and said, "I want to pawn this TV." They didn't even walk in with a TV.
Yo, for real? What? It just took off the tag. How did you not know that was your TV? It's like, oh yeah. Look, I can put it right where that. Oh, I must have sold that TV earlier. It looks just like this one, but this is completely different.
What? All I know is we gotta do it. We gotta pull Starbucks for this. This is the type of reason I would pull Starbucks and shut the shit down for a day because I gotta retrain everybody. We gotta stop this real quick. All right, so this is how this is gonna work. Nobody can take anything off the shelf and get money for this shit. Like I'd have been mad as hell. If how embarrassing that has to be to call cops. So how they steal it? So just watch the footage.
So you weren't paying attention.
Like, yo, man, I'm not here for that. I'd have been mad as shit. How do you feel about and that's bold. First thing I need to throw hands with the dude. That's bold. That's too bold for me. That's stealing in my face. That's the equivalent of stealing something off of somebody and selling it back to them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about like in the street sense. In the street sense, because in this sense they got you sold it back. You kind of sold it back to me. But you know, it'd have been worse if they said it was just pawning it and not selling it. Like we're just gonna pawn it.
Oh, we just gonna pawn
it. Make it sound like they're gonna come back for it.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to pawn it for $185. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yo, oh man.
Breaking news: Julian Edelman is facing a 4-game suspension for violating the NFL policy for performance-enhancing substances.
What do you think he was taking?
Drugs.
The tape.
I don't know. I don't know stuff about steroid drugs, man. Steroid drugs. I mean, if it's a performance-enhancing, he did something.
Yeah.
We got more news on the Chief Keef 69 beef. Apparently, PNB Rock got into this, which PNB Rock is another nigga that I did not know was from Philly until this happened. Apparently, Chief Keef and his crew thought PNB Rock was 69 and he was from New York. PNB had to let the niggas know what was up and posted a video with the guns like everybody seems to do these days and let them know I'm not from New York and I'm not about that fuck shit. He did say, I do understand I think this was a misunderstanding and let me know. Like he went hard, but he also said, hey man, like this doesn't have to be beef. Now you keep on fucking with me. You could be out, it could be like that. Mm-hmm. And then one of the dudes from Chief Keef's crew, the one that snapped at him in the first place, said, hey, my bad, G. Thought she was running. At the end of it, I thought she was running with that bitch ass 69. So even he was like, if you ain't rolling with 69, I really don't got problems with you. So I respect that. Because some niggas can't handle somebody coming back at them for being wrong.
Yeah.
So I do respect that. One of my last thing for the day. Yay, I'm so happy to get through all this. Last thing of the day, Spotify now has 8,000 artists with Lil at the beginning of their name.
Lil.
LAL. Yeah, like Lil, like the Rugrats.
Lil.
Think about that. 8,000? You know how pissed off I have to be if I had to look at that database all day? Go through the music. Like, think about that.
Definitely got people the same fucking name too.
Oh no, because there's a nigga out here named Lil Baby. I could imagine how many niggas is out here named Lil Baby.
Lil Savage.
Yeah.
They probably started Lil 21 Savage, Lil 89 Savage.
Yeah, they got the number. They got the whole.
Shit, I thought there was somebody called 412 Savage.
Oh, I bet there is.
There's not.
There's about to be one.
So here we go, guys. Again, I needed to get through all that for y'all because I was not telling y'all this on Monday. It would have been old news. And James, you got anything you want to try to talk about? Because you always seem to want to promote something.
No. I don't know. There's a Kia Star and Company. You know, I think this is tomorrow. So I mean, if you're right around Frankstown Road,
Volume 2, y'all.
Yeah, they killed it last time. Everybody, there was Danielle was down there, Monroe was down there. This was just a good time. Everybody was having a good time. So I definitely think if you're around town, 7 p.m., check it out.
All right, so y'all know what time it is. It's Thursday, back-to-back weeks, y'all. I told y'all we'd get it back on. And it's that time. So James, I think I picked last week, so I'm going to let you pick what we do first this week.
All right, we'll start out with Skeli.
Scott.
Okay. All right, we got three albums. We got Skeli Wizzle, Vices, Ben Savage mixtape, Ben Savage Volume 1, and then SpinBinZai Flashbacks EP mixtape. So we got a little bit of everything for this week.
Let's get it.
All right. First one, What I Know. I think pretty much all the productions M. Tomlin on this whole album, if I'm not mistaken.
It's most, if not all.
Yeah. I apologize if I
Again, man, I need that M. Tomlin solo R&B project. I've been saying that.
The M. Tomlin solo.
I'm telling you, I feel like that's the reason one of these niggas is gonna blow. Is they gonna have one of these joints with M. Tomlin on the hook, and somebody's gonna notice this nigga on the hook, and it's gonna be a smash hit somewhere. And that it's gonna be like what happened with that Racks on Racks track, because nobody remembers that YG was on, or whatever that nigga's name was on the original Racks on Racks. It was Future featured that blew up. So that's how I feel like it's gonna happen to Mike Tomlin when one of these dudes he gives all these free or not free, but all these hooks to. So, but the first track, What I Know, I fuck with the luxury beat, man. It reminds me of those like old Teflon Don, Rick Ross days, BMF type shit.
Okay.
Goes to a place most rappers wouldn't go. He talks about this is one that got me. Again, I don't talk about lyrics much, but he talked about having to pay a ransom for his dog. Like most rappers don't even go like would never admit that like yo somebody stole my dog and I had to pay a ransom for it. So like, and he was like I don't even like for him to say that on the track. I'm like, that's vulnerability right there. And he was pissed like he didn't. That wasn't like oh somebody stole my dog and that was it. Like he talked about the rest of it. It was just the idea like, I don't know, mad I'd be if I had to pay for something I already paid for. I think we just talked about that. How'd you feel about the track? It was a decent intro to getting the Skeli. It was all right. It wasn't one of my favorites. I don't know. I feel like the beat section they kind of like it blended for the first track and the second track. That was just me. I feel that, but see, difference is we'll get into it. I like What I Know. Okay. I don't like key points. Okay, you don't like no. No, I don't like his flow because he's rapping a little faster on this one. Yeah. Not into that. Lyric wise, he's still on point with the lyrics if I listen to what he's saying, but I'm not into his flow on this. Okay. But you didn't like either track. I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't like it was like a decent intro, but I wasn't really feeling it. After that, we got In My Feelings, the third track. And this is a good album track. And I know I've never said the good album track, but this is a track that I don't think needed to be a single or a video, but I respect it in the context of the album. It's not something like it's something I wouldn't skip. Like I could skip other tracks on this. I'm like, this isn't great, but I'm like, I could ride to this. That's what best way to put it. It's a riding track. It's like I said, it has a and y'all, that's about it. Like I said, it's a riding track. Like I said, wouldn't skip. It's not a highlight. It's my bad for getting hyped real quick. I started reading something for the next song. What? 30. 30? Yeah. 30 was good. 30. Again, this is almost like a fetish to me at this point. If you start your track with pianos like that, I'm going to probably like the shit. Let me feel like this. If you got a piano beat like that and you don't rock it, I'm going to be offended. Not mad, offended. Like full blown. And I can't say I'm not offended by this. Catchy but repetitive hook on Dirty. Like it's not. It has it's like kind of close where it could be repetitive, but I think it's like one or two bars away, I guess you want to say. And he gives you those street, and this is the track, like most of this album is street bars almost every track. I think there's 2 or 3 songs that I can say aren't definitively street knowledge tracks. Mm-hmm. This one gives you the vividness though that some of the other tracks don't get. Like I could picture some of the shit he talks about on this track, which some of the other songs is just because it's more like generic street stuff that we hear all the time. Mm-hmm. I didn't get that from this track. So I do like this one. I don't have really anything to say about the OE Public Enemy interlude. Oh, it was just it was like a little interlude. It was just a filler track. It was all. How'd you feel about Dirty? I don't think I asked you about it. Oh, Dirty was good. No, I liked it. It was actually one of the few one of the tracks I really enjoyed. I definitely fucked with that one. I don't know. After that, we got Timepiece. Timepiece. I'm not gonna lie, man. That beat didn't. I don't know why he chose that beat. It was like to me that beat was more R&B, and he just went straight. I'm gonna be as hood as shit on this beat as I can be, and I'm like, I would rather heard some Kennedy Vaughn or maybe some Kia Star on this beat. I wasn't really feeling that one. I don't know. It was I kind of like feel a little let down on this one, but I don't know. The album kind of switches up after the interlude. That's kind of like for me. Well, no, this song, but see, again, just like the first 2 tracks, the next 2 tracks are a switch up. Yeah, but I don't like this switch up. Vacation is that shit. Vacation's good. I like that one. First thing, shout out to M. Tomlin because I never thought I'd ever hear somebody flip that Vacation joint from the Rugrats. Yeah. Well, I heard it on the Rugrats. I know it wasn't originally on the Rugrats, but they played it for that Rugrats going to Paris movie. I don't know. You gotta get on your 90s cartoons. So, but y'all remember the joint Vacations, I'll get away, whatever. That was the tune to it. They flipped it to Vacation. And shout out to Skeli because it was finally the switch up I needed. Like I tell everybody reviewing these albums, if you want to give me, in this case, 12 tracks of the streetest shit you've ever wrote, cool. As high as you'll probably get with me is a 3 because there's no range with that. This is where the range comes into play with Skeli. And yeah, like I said, this is where the range comes in. Like I said, he still gets the street shit on, but like it's more in a relationship setting, so it's still, like I said, it's different.
Okay, yeah. I liked it. It was a nice, yeah, I definitely like to flip
definitely a single. Like I said, it's definitely a single. Not one of my top 3. I can say that now, but it should be a single. I think it should be.
Okay.
After that, we got Reasons. Yeah, this is and this seems to happen a lot. You go from Vacation to these hoes ain't shit.
Yeah, this is
like that's where Reasons, like the next track, it's like these hoes ain't shit. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I mean, Vacation, he wasn't talking about loving these hoes, but it seemed like it was like they was cool. And now it's like, oh no, these hoes are shit. Like, what did he say about the one line? He's like, you think you cuffed that bitch, but you act like she ain't fucked somebody. It was something like that. Talks about his BM and his kids in the second verse a little bit. And his family. It's a large range of topics. Like the first verse is straight up fuck these bitches.
Yeah.
Second verse he goes like into his BM and his kids and like even if I'm not with my BM, I can still be a father or something. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Which is cool. Yeah. So after that we how was your reason? My bad, I got.
I mean, it just pretty much gave reasons why I got this trap going on. I mean, and it just like, and yeah, it flips up. I mean, I don't know. It's just definitely a weird placement with a Vacation, and then it's like, all right, fuck this bitch. I'm getting this trap back on. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. After that, we got Real as It's Kept.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite tracks.
That was cool. Yeah, he was just saying like, I gotta do this and like I'm gonna be real about it.
And he talked about the fuck ups.
Yeah.
He talked about his faults. Talked about like his grandparents and like he said something about like my grandmother never liked the dudes I was running with. Like that's some real shit. Like, and I mean, I don't know. Like I like the reflection of like, hey, like I did all this street shit and the people around me wasn't about it. And I respect that. I'm like, well, and he still went through. He did what he did, and I feel like he kind of knows that some of the stuff he did wasn't right. Like it's one of it's old school. I feel like people always like something that I've learned, and a lot of the past generations tell me. Rap before was I did this gangster shit, but I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it. That's what Skeli did here. You don't almost ever get that from current generation rappers. It's I sold the dope, I got these bitches, and now I'm about to go buy an island or something ridiculous, and you never hear about the fall. Skeli gave you the fall on this one, and I respect that. Again, that's something I respect out of him as a general, is he'll give you his dark side. Now, a lot of people just out here like, I'm the shit, and that's it. How do you feel about Real as a Kid?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I thought he kept it, he was just saying how it is. I mean, yeah, just I'm feeling how he just had a, like, even fuck ups, whatever, he just kept it doing his trap. So I mean, like, I definitely this whole song was definitely dope. I definitely like this one a lot, actually.
After that, we got How I'm Rocking. This one was a good track. It doesn't stand out to me that much, but I do believe it could have been a radio single. Like, it's not a video type of track. It could have been something. That's the only reason I would have probably ever listened to it again if it was a single.
It was a radio single?
Yeah. Okay. I don't mean a video, but this could have been like a promo single before the album. This didn't really need to be on the album.
Okay.
How do you feel?
That was all right. It was like, it wasn't really a standout track for me. So, I mean, I could definitely see you saying, like, if you put this on the radio, I'd probably listen again, yeah.
And again, when I say promo track, it's like a lot of times you hear songs like 8 months before somebody's album and it's not on the album. That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, this could have been played a few months ago. It's like the warm up, like, oh, he's coming back. That's where I'm at with that. One of those, my bad.
That one was like a little auto-tune. I wasn't ready for the switch of Skeli on auto-tune.
Yeah, I wasn't down for that track at all. I don't have to break it down. Like, I feel like you said it right then and there. If you ain't going to spend the time to perfect the auto-tune, don't do it. Like, I love auto-tune if you do it right, but if you're just going to download the thing and just jump straight into it without even figuring out what your vocal pitches and stuff are. Not saying Skeli did that. I just feel like I got to reiterate that every time. That's about it for that. Unless you had something more to say.
I know.
After that, we have what I think was basically the lead single for the album, A100 featuring OE Mac and M. Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
Great outro. Like,
yeah.
Great outro. I can't even stun on that. Even with 2 features on it. Like, I'm a big, like, I feel like even with 2 features, this is a great outro. And it's a good formula. Like, it's a vivid street track. Always out here with the consistency. You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever reviewed an OE album. I've listened to a lot of his features, though, but I don't think I've ever had to review a whole album from him. But which is shocking because I would say he's one of the pillars of hip hop in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've listened. Like I can say, I've gone through Boaz and Asco and all those guys.
He's been here. He's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Remember, he had that. What was that? Century 3 joint.
Yeah.
That was some throwback. That's
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And it's a short track. This is only like 2-minute song.
Yeah,
I take that back. OE just monologued at the beginning. Still dope, but he monologued at the beginning. It wasn't a whole verse. It was basically was the same from the skit.
Yeah,
it was the same thing from the skit.
No, it wasn't the same. No,
it seemed like the same conversation.
Oh,
but yeah, that's it for this album, man. Like I said, great outro with them 3. Like I said, the beginning with OE talking. We got Skeli out there with 2 amazing verses, and then Tomlin always out here with the. Like I said, this man doesn't fuck up hooks. I don't think I've ever said M. Tomlin hook has been bad. Let's see, I haven't. I know I haven't. So that's it. Start off with these 3 worst, 3 best. I guess I'll kick off the 3 worst today since you picked the album. My third. Hold on, y'all, because I got to scroll. Third worst for me is Key Points. Again, just not into the fast flow. Skeli on this one. Skeli. Number 2. One of those, basically the exact opposite. I'm not into the singing, rapping Skeli on this one. Like, it's literally the flows, man. Like, your lyrics are usually cool. Flows is where you're getting me at. Which, I mean, and after that, number 1 is Timepiece. Another one, this one was beat selection. Like, I feel like if you would have brought a whole different beat to this track would probably be slamming. But with the beat, to me, being basically an R&B beat with a little bit of heavier bass, I'm not into it. I see James is over here picking his 3.
My 3 are actually
3 worst.
3 worst. I would say one of those is my third. Okay, and then number 2, they points, and then In They Feelings would be my first, probably the worst. I mean, I wasn't really.
What was your worst?
In They Feelings.
Okay.
It wasn't really. I wasn't feeling that one.
Okay. At least we have different. So drop down to your 3 best real quick, and then
3 best will be number 3. Keep it. Real As I Keep It. Number 2, Vacation. Number 1, Dirty. Dirty was dope. So.
All right, I can rock with that. And again, Vacation's one of my favorite tracks. It didn't make my top 3, so I shout out Vacation for sure. Let me find my number 3 best was What I Know, the intro track. It was a good intro. I mean, like I understand a lot of the songs on the album had the same content. This was the first time I got the content, so it's still dope. My number 2 is Real As It's Kept. Again, like I said, that one was I respected that track a lot, so I'm happy with that one. My number 1 best was Dirty too. Okay. Again, man. Piano, Skeli was killing it through the whole track. That track, that's that gritty shit I like. Like if I had to pick one track that was like, I'm gonna listen to this track for the hood shit from Skeli, Dirty's where I'm at. I guess I'll start off the number rating. I'm gonna roll with a solid 3.5 on this one. It got, like I said, 3.5 on that. It's not.
I'm giving a solid 3.
Solid 3?
Yeah.
He would have got the 3 if he didn't give me the tracks that changed.
Okay.
If he would have came through all the way through with just the street shit, I'd have gave him 3.
If it was strictly street shit, I don't know. I'd have to drop a little bit lower. I don't know. I like it, but I need a little bit more range from Skeli.
I understand.
And I feel like I don't know. I feel like I think he could up his. I don't know. I think he can up some more bars. I think.
All right.
And I want a little more. You don't have to. I don't want any revealing any incriminating shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't. You're right. Yeah. We should have talked about that. You got to watch with saying with the exact address. What did he say? He said Lincoln and Leamington. I'm like, bro, like that's Or not, no, that's the yellow. That was it. No, he said Lincoln in some other street. And I'm just like, I don't know why you needed to give that much detail. Like, I said the same thing with Dado a couple years ago when he was telling niggas about exactly where he was at in West Mifflin one time. And I'm just like, I was like, man, I like your music. Stop incriminating. So,
yeah, definitely.
At least make sure the statute of limitations out. At least.
Pick a different spot or say it's, I don't know.
I would just start lying and just start saying street names that don't even have corners. Just to fuck with the
Wait, what? Those two streets don't even intersect.
It's like, yeah, man, I was on the corner of Hamilton and Penn. Hamilton and Penn don't even cross each other, bro. Cops going to try to figure that out for 6 months.
They'll figure it out. But yeah, I thought it was overall. It was a good. I don't know. This is my first Skeli. Skeli was on. Came out. What?
No, yeah, you're right. I thought we reviewed Skeli last year.
No.
No, he was just in Cypher.
It was in their site for last year, so.
All right, that's fine.
I don't know.
You want to knock out the EP next?
EP? All right, let's rock out the EP.
I'm gonna try one time only. SpinBinZai.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Flashbacks is the album name.
Flashpoint.
Oh, what?
I thought it was Flashpoint.
Wait, let me double check.
I'm gonna make sure real quick because I had it written down completely different. One of us is wrong, and it probably is me.
I thought it was Flashbacks.
Just double check. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I wrote it down as Flashpoint, which is just
Flashpoint. Is that a video game?
Sounds like a really bad movie from like the 90s.
Operation Flashbacks. It's Flashbacks.
Okay, my bad, Spin. I mean,
Flashpoint's a TV show.
Yeah. Oh, is it a TV show?
Fire Department or something.
Oh, that's what. Oh, yeah.
so,
Jordan, Netflix.
I've never even watched that show. I just thought that was the name of the app. For real.
Binge.
So after that, I keep it 100. I've been binge watching Naruto for y'all want to know what I'm watching.
Okay.
First track is Warning Shots.
Okay. All right. So this is a diss track. How do you feel about it being a diss track to somebody?
I barely knew it was a fucking diss track. Like I knew it was a diss track, but it's not the. This is average Pittsburgh music to me.
Okay. Average. Like what would you even consider this?
The type of stuff that I expect that I hear, like the stuff that doesn't catch my ear when I listen to certain local artists. This would be what it is. Warning Shots is just. And believe me, I've listened to Pittsburgh diss records before. This ain't no Tef.
No, yeah.
Like this ain't Teflon level shit. Like, so no, I ain't worried about this. How'd you feel about it? Like, I didn't like it.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know. I mean, like, if you didn't know the backstory, that was like it's supposed to be a diss track. I was just wondering if that changed any. Like, it was like, oh, well, maybe no. So obviously it didn't. I thought personally. The shots, I don't know how personal it was. I feel like there was some personal shots, I mean, in the diss track. But overall, I didn't think it had that much. It's not an ether. It wasn't like, it might be a spark.
Do you like telling the people about the side kids anymore? We've left beef where you can just give me the petty shit. I need to know when they dad left.
Now,
yeah.
The
level's been set. First thing, I'm playing with you. I honestly just didn't rock with the track. It's not the level of what you had to go to beef. Whatever your level you were at with your beef is fine. Unless you're really prepared for some shit, nobody should go where Pusha T went.
Yeah.
So after that, we got the number 2 track, On You. I'm not into the autotune on this one.
The autotune, I wasn't really ready for that. It was kind of like almost a song. It was more of a singing.
Oh, it was a singing track. It just wasn't good. Like the auto-tune wasn't good. I wasn't really interested in what he was talking about. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that one too much. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't that good. I don't know.
After that, we got In My Bag. An unorthodox beat. That beat was, I feel like, for this being one of the tracks that actually stood out to me, that was a rough beat. And Spin rides it well. Like to me, pause. To me, it
stop.
But yeah, this is probably the best track on the album that complements his style. It's not the typical trap beat on this one. It's still a trappy beat, but again, the intricacy of it is a little different than the average beat. So I think this is I would say this is a standout track.
This could be, this one is this could is slightly standout dish. I feel like the next one, Gatorade and Hennessy, is
okay.
A little more, I don't know, to me personally.
I mean, the mini skit in the middle of it was cool, but to me, subject matter on that one just wasn't that much to me. Also, who the fuck is drinking Gatorade with Hennessy?
Well, I'm
outside of Brick. I know Brick probably has plenty of time.
I think that's the best promotion. I think it's a good promotion for if you're getting your electrolytes back up, you're getting hydration.
If you're gonna do that for real, get Powerade. At least that shit doesn't just cram with sugar. Gatorade's killing you with sugar.
I don't just get the low cal one. I mean, nobody likes it, but
the purple low cal's joke.
Oh yeah, that one's the blue one sucks. The red one definitely is terrible.
Yeah, but the purple, if you get the purple low cal, that should taste damn near full.
Yeah. But getting back to music was I don't know. I feel like the Gatorade Hennessy was kind of dope. That one. That's a dope track.
Then after that last track, we got Straight Out. Honestly, this track sums up the EP for me. It's not great.
Oh shit!
It's not that great. It's all I really have for that track. Like I wasn't into it. It didn't give me much.
I don't know. Overall, I feel like there is something there. Like the talent's definitely there. I'm not gonna get.
No. Just again, no. Believe me, this ain't negative worthy. Yeah. I'm not giving out negatives today. I'll give it.
It's I think overall, I feel like there's a lot more work you need to put into,
especially for 5 tracks. Like, I mean, I'm happy this was 5 tracks because that's where this would have got bad. If this was 10 or 12 tracks, then things probably I'd have probably got the next one. I'd have got Warning Shots Part 2.
Warning Shots Part 2.
Yeah, that'd have been about me.
It would have been about you. Yo,
So
I would hope there's at least a verse about me.
Well, because like you've never given out a negative.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if you think that 12 tracks out of him would have gave you a negative out of him, then yeah, you would have probably got double the bars.
Bonus track Part 3. All right, I'm sorry. Okay.
So since he kicked off the first time, I'll kick off the one worst. My worst track was On You.
Okay, On You. Okay. I would say the worst track for me, Straight Out.
The last track?
Yeah.
Damn, you made it sound like what I said was savage.
What? I wasn't feeling it. I didn't think I was like, On You wasn't that bad. Like I was like, it was bad, but it was like not bad.
So Straight Out was that bad to you?
Yeah.
Speak up, James.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll speak up. I'm not gonna deny. I'm saying it was the worst.
I can't deny it. It was the worst track. So I'll let you kick it off with your best track since you had to like.
Gatorade and Hennessy is the best track for me.
And for me, it's in my bag.
In my bag, okay.
So I feel like we knew that for how we hyped those 2 tracks. It was the only 2 tracks we actually talked about positively.
Yeah. Nothing against. Yeah, like SpinBinZai. Your fucking name is either too difficult to pronounce or even say. There's too many syllables.
3 syllables.
But I feel like the enunciation's a little too much.
I can do that.
But overall, I expect better. I'm giving you a 1.5. That's for me over the overall. It's just an EP. So again, like, yeah, if there was 10 tracks like this, I would expect at least 2 good songs.
10 tracks, you expect 2 good songs to get a positive number?
No. Well, to get a breaking even and staying 500.
I'm with him. It's a 0.5 for me.
Oh, 0.5.
Wait.
I said 1.
Oh, I'm going 0.5.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I had 1 track. I mean, Hennessy and the Gator was cool, but I didn't love it. I could say I fucked with the within my bag. That was it.
Okay.
Everything else I could live with without ever hearing again.
All right. I mean, I'm not upset. Okay. All right. So that was the EP for that. Again, if you weren't watching or haven't watched, we do 3 for albums, 1 and 1 for EPs. So we're just we're not going to tear apart album EPs like that, and we're not going by Grammy standard specifications. Because technically, couldn't you just make one song? It could be 15 minutes.
No, there needs to be 5 songs.
Has to be 5 songs.
5 songs, 15 minutes.
Okay. Wait, can you do like interlude type bullshit?
So what? 1 song and 4 interludes?
Yeah.
Be a jackass. But yeah.
Do you do like an intro?
So you get an intro, outro, and and an intermission. So 2 tracks with an intro, 1 track, intermission, 2nd track, outro.
Yeah.
That shit.
Kanye's gonna do that.
Don't encourage him.
Give it a try. All right, we're gonna get on this album. Sorry, little side talk. Binn Savage is Binn Savage Volume 1, and the album. There's supposed to be a 2-part album, so we'll see what happens for the second part. But we're gonna get into this first one. First track is Grind Time.
Grind Time.
I feel like this was I was. It was about just getting his grind on, you know.
That's a nice opener.
Yeah, it was just pretty much open up. He's up here to fuck up shit. He's about to start running it.
I felt with the bridge in the middle of the song. There's like a little bridge in between the hooks and stuff. That was dope. It's a solid opener.
Yeah.
After that, we got Hot 97 type-ish.
It was hot. It was
a lot of bars and punches.
That was it. It was straight bars and punches. That's what I was feeling.
I feel like this was your attempt at of a Millie type of track. Good, but to me, this is just bars. This isn't really a song to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good bars track, so I'm not knocking this one.
Yeah.
After that, we got
Durant.
This was a generic type of song. I've heard songs like this. I mean, we just got done with Wapo doing all the Kobe stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard a bunch of MJ tracks. I mean, the basketball player reference track is kind of cliche to me.
Mm. Just a standard. I'm balling like Durant. You know, it's just it's a very cliche song. I mean, is it dope? It's all right. You know, I wouldn't say this is the worst song, but I wouldn't say this is the best song on the album. That's all.
After that, we got Play Much. I rock with this one. The verses are great. Especially, I like when he slows it down. Like when the beat slows down halfway through the verses on Play Much. That shit's dope. So I'll give him Play Much on that one. It's the hook is okay. I'm not gonna act like the hook is amazing. It's a great beat though.
It's a good beat. Definitely fuck with the beat. Play Much. It was like, you know, we about this, you know, whatever it takes, hustling, grinding, whatever. And I mean, it was a dope track. I liked it.
After that, we got Never Tell. Yeah, this one isn't for me though. Not into the hook. The first verse starts off slow, but it gets better throughout the first verse. Second verse is okay too, but like that hook is painful for me.
I'll say I don't know. This one was one of my favorite tracks, but it was I don't know. It's just pretty much saying like he's never gonna say how he did it, or you know, it was just like it was like he was definitely talking about himself pretty well. I mean, it was dope.
Oh, you find out that Binn likes himself.
Yeah,
which I'm cool with that. Like you could be you can be narcissistic if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's that far gone. I'm just saying, like that's where it goes. After that, hey man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I tried 3 different times on SoundCloud to listen to the interlude, and it never came up. They just do the little spin thing and skip to the next track. It looked like it was 1 minute and 40 seconds, so I'm assuming he rapped.
It was just pretty much like you don't want these bars. That was pretty much an interlude. It was just bars. It's just like pretty much saying like you don't want this, like you don't want me to, you know, bring it. It was just him just saying, that's all. You don't want these bars. I don't know, you know.
After this, we got Cutie Bitch.
Cutie Bitch.
Or it's Cute Bitch.
Cute Bitch.
Okay. I'm gonna let you talk about this one first.
All right. The auto tune was all right. I will say compared to didn't he have another auto-tune in the other Never Change? Was that auto-tune?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but it was all right. It was kind of like referencing towards he's fucking with somebody else's block kind of type deal. And I guess he was taking your bitch. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of like something like that. I would premise, but it was all right. I wouldn't say this was one of my favorites but it was like, it wasn't actually that bad. I don't think.
No, why it wasn't that bad? That beat was fucking awesome. That's all I got to say. The beat was amazing. The rest of that track was. I hate the number one thing I can't stand is a wasted beat. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Like I don't like everything you said about the track is how I feel.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to the auto-tune and stuff, but to me that is a wasted beat, aka Lemonade. Gucci Man Lemonade, not Beyonce.
Gucci Man. Damn.
Oh, that one hurt. When I heard this beat and he didn't kill it, I was disappointed. Like I could definitely hit you with
okay.
I'm not mad. Disappointed.
Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay.
After that, we got All Day, which to me is just this is like a mid 2000 sounding track, which is not a good thing in hip hop. I could give you a lot of references to different time periods in hip hop. If I say mid to late 2000s and I don't give you Wayne or Kanye immediately, it's not going to be great.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling this one too much, but damn.
It's really...
Yeah. A little outdated.
Yeah, it just seems like an outdated track.
Yeah.
After that, we got Wake Up. I vibe with this one. Actually, this is where the album turns for me. Like, I mean, I know this is the last 3 tracks, but these last 3 tracks...
I feel like, I don't know. Woke Up, I feel like that was like... I thought it was good, but wasn't that good. But definitely the last 2 tracks, definitely.
I guess because like I liked how his voice switched up for the hook. He kind of sounded like Wyclef on the hook.
Okay.
He had like that raspy voice with it. And he followed it through the whole. Like, honestly, that track is a standout to me because it just doesn't sound like anything else on the album.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. But I understand if you how you felt on that. So after that, Change Up. Another track I vibe with. Like these beats at the end were just real more vibey to me.
It goes what it was. I mean, he did change up on this track. Wait, I think this was the auto tune. Wait, or was no?
I don't know if it was auto tune, it might be vocal effects. Because to me, he sounded like a mix between Wiz and Chevy Woods like at one time.
Yeah.
So it might have been like you could put extra reverb or something into it. I don't know if it was straight auto tune though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely another one of my favorite tracks. And the girls' tour line is dope. I can say that. I don't say a lot about lines, but the girls' tour line was definitely dope. After that, last track, Never Change. I could say that he played Never Change for us when we were here. He played a couple other tracks, but this is the only one that I remembered listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Great ending. Great fucking ending. Strong fucking ending, too.
Yeah.
It talks about his life, his family, how it molded him into the person he is. He talks about, like, he talks vivid shit, like his brother, his mom, his dad. He talks about the things they did and didn't do for him or didn't. So, yeah, I mean, how do you feel about Never Change?
That was, yeah, it was pretty much, that was definitely a very intimate track. Definitely talking about, definitely just like family members that, like doing what they're doing, and they ain't going to change and we're going to keep on doing it. And that was pretty dope. I definitely fucked with that.
So start off with your 3 worst.
3 worst. All right.
That was the last track.
That was the last track. I would say, Durant 3, All Day, Woke Up. No, Woke Up, All Day. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My 3 worst were going to be number 3, Never Tell, number 2, All Day, and my number 1 is Cute Bitch.
Oh, okay. That really hurt your feelings.
Yeah, again, man, when I think a beat is like really good, I will not be happy. Guess I'll switch right over to my 3 best. Number 3 is Change Up, number 2 is Play Much, and number 1 was Wake Up. Yeah, I said that. Because he just said Wake Up was the 2nd worst.
Okay. Change Up 3, Play Much 2, and number 1 is Never Change. All right.
All right, so now for once in our lives, we got to talk about this. So your number 2 worst is my favorite track. So what's up?
What?
So your number 2 worst, and actually at first it was your worst track. So how much do you hate Wake Up? Like, explain that to me.
I don't hate it that much.
It was your number 1 for 30 seconds ago.
It was 2 seconds. I switched. I didn't mean to say it like that. It was supposed to be the second one. All Day was the first.
Well, you read the number that All Day because that was my number 2 worst.
I didn't like it that much. Like I said, it didn't.
It goes to not liking it that much to making your top 3 worse.
What?
It's like not liking it that much is like I just didn't put it into any of the top best or top worst.
No, I didn't.
Not liking it is not liking it.
Well, I definitely like all the other. I mean, I'm not saying like. See, the thing is, like, I'm not saying it's better than Cute Bitch though.
It's definitely better than Cute Bitch.
Maybe for you.
Okay, I mean, no, this is what this is. That's the reason I don't do the reviews alone. This is why he doesn't do the reviews alone. We need this, and y'all want this. Y'all want us to bicker about what the fuck, why I like this shit. I know that. All right, so let's get into these ratings.
Okay.
Did you say the rating first last time? All right, so now I'll kick mine off first this time.
Okay.
Binn, I'm gonna give you the solid 3. I feel like there's a lot of growth you can get on this one. I believe that the next project should be fucking flame. Volume 2, actually, what I want from you is a 1.5 and then a 2. If I can get a 1.5, because I want to see growth before you go straight 2. So, but I give him a solid 3. What about you?
Oh, I was gonna give him a 2.5.
2.5.
2.5. Yeah. I like it. Definitely need to see more growth. Definitely work on a little bit of the auto tune a bit. But
I might teach like a DJ Khaled style class on auto tune.
What?
I feel like the city needs it.
The DJ Khaled
style class about auto tune.
And is it just like you saying, like just being positive?
Basically, everyone? I'm not gonna be up in front of people with like a computer or nothing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm just done after that. Okay.
So that was Rap Jury, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's any real big updates real quick before we head off air. Didn't talk about this, but Icon, the reggaeton remix, Jaden Smith's basically his biggest single, just got remixed. It got a Latin remix, my bad. And a special guest appeared on the Latin remix of his son's song.
Mm-hmm.
We got Will Smith himself graced his son's 2017 hit single. Also, Nicky Jam, that's a Spanish artist that was on there too. Yeah, and it's gonna sound weird when I try to recite it, but I want to spit these lines because it's funny. Boy, you know why you was an icon living. You was born from an icon living, messed around and married me an icon living. Which that part is the first time I heard that I had to think. He was talking about Jada, and then he was talking about Jada marrying him. So I was like, all right, you got some wordplay in there I hadn't heard in a while. Then and then this is why I couldn't be doing music with my dad. Tequila, then we made some icon children. You're not saying that on my song, Dad.
Yeah, I mean, how you can see Tequila is wicked from my mom's loose. Like, I don't even know my mom was loose. Like,
yeah.
All it takes from my Vegas. Like,
I don't know.
That shit, when I heard that, I'm like, damn, man, you can't that's my line. Like, that's literally my line. Like, you can rap about anything you want on my track, Dad. You can't rap about having sex with mom.
This is
no.
You're not someone unreal who's like 50 or.
I knew it was going to 50.
Somebody says something unreal about like me and your mom, you know, like met her on the pole, something like.
That'd be Little Dirty Bastard should be a little bit relieved because that his dad would have said some wild shit. Yeah, his dad. That would have been the person. Because wasn't he the one to rap? Wasn't he the one to remix "Put It in Your Mouth"?
No, you keep doing that. That's Ahmed.
What's that now?
Ahmed.
Yeah.
He just did Me and Mariah and Brooklyn Zoo.
He didn't even want to do that track. I've read about the Mariah Carey track. They had to like get him drunk and take him to the studio to go do the verse. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm cool to see because I'm waiting for this Will Smith comeback album. But I'll take you rapping on.
Yeah, not a comeback. Yeah.
Not say he's coming back and taking over.
He ain't taking over shit. He ain't gonna be.
Man, first thing we starting in Miami and we going all the way back to LA.
What?
I don't know what I'm saying.
You gotta listen to the albums, man. Y'all ain't listen to Big Willie style. It wasn't about that Millennium.
Summertime.
It's just summer too. You hear that?
I got you, Will.
You gonna have to.
So, that is all. Oh,
this is the rap jury. We are.
And again, y'all, I know I keep on saying it. Overly Unfiltered will be coming soon. I just saw a video of an alligator resisting arrest, so we definitely got to get that up there. So that will be on the page right now. Shout out to Wayne Massey about that. And
okay.
Yeah. Again, don't forget tomorrow, June 8th, Kia Star and Company R&B Soul. It's the last date. I'm sure there'll be more performances, but this is the last date on this card. So check it out. Always remember, man, Booney the Kid, Blue Diamond Girl, always ready. Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Music, SoundCloud, BandZoogle, which I don't know what BandZoogle is. Yeah. And always the highlight of my day, get the app, y'all.
Okay.
I don't care if you got an iPhone. I don't care if you got an Android. Fuck you and anybody that got his phone.
You can get that Windows phone.
Apple Store, Google Play Store, Apple Store, GMWW Radio, Google Play Store, Rhymo, Worldwide Radio. Follow us on IG and Instagram at GMWW Radio and Rhymo Worldwide Radio for Facebook. And always subscribe to the YouTube page. Don't forget that. And GMWW at gmail.com if you want these spins without the BinZai.
With the bin. All right.
Now you get it right.
Yeah. Check out he's going by Happy Clouds, XL Drugs, or no.
Oh, that's next week too. I'm calling that's next week.
What?
I want to listen to that.
What?
The XL Drugs?
This is what's this face?
That's Noah.
No, it's right now. It's already out.
Yeah. He just dropped his next project. That's review next. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're gonna review it now next week.
Yeah, because
all right,
Noah
Noah.
didn't tell me anything else.
You sent the story in our rap jury day, and now
I got the message in the middle of rap jury, so you got what you wanted. I got the message in the middle of this. So like, I fuck with you, bro, but you got what you wanted. It's getting reviewed next week. So, and after the review, I expect to see you in whatever prop you got for this album. I don't know. He'll probably have something to do.
He got this. Remember, he did this. If you watch the video, he prank called, I think, McDonald's. He's like, I drank a sweet tea. I'm locked in the bathroom. Can't get out. But he put it. He put it on the album. I peeped some of the tracks.
I don't think anything's gonna get better than the other skit from the last album.
The egg rolls. But the thing is, like, he had a song after. There was no track after this. If he did a sweet tea track, that'd be funny.
I was like, that shit was hilarious. He said it like, man, I feel bad for the lady he did that to, low-key, because she sounded stressed. But he said 2 gallons of duck sauce.
No, what? It's like, wait, how many egg rolls? Like, I want
like the egg rolls ain't the problem. Like if they got the egg rolls, they'll give you the egg rolls. I don't know why you think they got like containers with handles with duck sauce.
Yeah, there's like.
Because I feel like if you get that, you got a handle with that shit. So yeah, that shit was hilarious. That's the only album I know about next week for sure. I'm sure we'll find some other things in the coming days. Unless you got something to say now.
But all right, we could do that one. And let's see. Hold on. Let me get 3 more seconds. I'll get it. I'm sorry.
You're cool. Also, man, we're up for suggestions, man. Hit us up on the inbox. Hit us up on the Facebook page. If you have any suggestions for what you want to see on the show or any content ideas, I'm always up open ears. I know he's open ears. Always remember IG unfiltered_PGH unfiltered straight on the on Facebook. Just look for our logo that I just noticed isn't behind me. So yeah, just look for the logo, and you can give us any of your feedback that you need. And remember, JSkyline99 on my Instagram.
And James_Lame on my Instagram. So this is what we got for next week. All right, let's do this. We're doing. He's going by Happy Clouds.
I'm calling you Noah, man. Cool.
Noah, Free Drugs, whatever else you want to fucking go by. XL Drugs. That's the album. We got Luco from the what's it called?
Luco from the what's it called?
You know, shit. 58s, I think, affiliated with the 58s.
Yes.
And then
so you're picking 3?
You want to do another one?
Let's just wait because I feel like the first two we just said are full albums. I'd rather find an EP. I ain't gonna lie.
This one's
anything that comes from the 58s is like 20 tracks.
This is nine tracks.
This is 9. Okay, like fuck with the 58s, but y'all be giving me on marathons and my reviews. I've done 2 58 albums in my life, and they were both long.
They were like that one was like 17 tracks. Mayo did.
So, and it's still a good album. I'm just saying.
But they're like they put out real tracks. They're like 5-minute tracks.
Yeah, this is late 90s, early 2000s albums where you're getting 17 tracks in an hour.
But they let the beat ride. See, that's the thing. You gotta.
There was only like 3 tracks that did that. Again, shout out to Mayo, shout out to B White and everybody else out there in the Keys with the 58s.
Yeah. But all right, we got these 2 albums,
and we'll let y'all know later date on the EP for next week if those 2 are both albums.
Okay. I don't know how many tracks it is, but it might be like. No, these are pictures.
Your generic apps on the Windows Phone kill me.
I literally screenshotted all these albums I've been
finding. Okay. I thought you was on your Facebook page.
I have an archive of screenshots.
I apologize. I thought you was on your Facebook. Like your Facebook on Windows phones don't do shit. Why was that right there?
All right.
So we'll be back on Monday, y'all. Another bit of flair. And I think this weekend is the female battle league stuff. So
wait, what is it? Bars? Shit, girls fight.
Yeah, girls fights this weekend. So
it's Mr. Steak-a-Lop's birthday, and we got a all-female battle.
Is it even his? Isn't that ladies' battle card?
No,
it's not. That's his card.
That's his card. Yeah. This is a birthday card. Yeah, this is my all female. Hey, shout out to Rob Miller, or I mean Don Status, coming out to a show all the time. You know, he was actually on the Danielle Moore show on Wednesday. Check out that on our Grind Mobile Radio page. You can probably hear him chat about even that and his life as a cook or chef. I guess he's a chef, yeah.
That's it, man. We'll be back on
Monday. We'll be back. We're done. Cut.
We go.